What if I told you the biggest wealth creation opportunity in India over the next decade is not AI, not ChatGPT, not Nvidia, not crypto, not real estate, and not even the stock market? It's something hiding in plain sight, an opportunity worth nearly rupees 80 lakh crore. An opportunity so large that it could create the next generation of billion-dollar companies. And yet, almost nobody is talking about it. Because while everyone is looking at AI, a silent revolution is transforming the India's energy system. And unlike many technology bubbles, this one backed by physical assets, government policy, capital expenditure, and a growing need for electricity. Lots of electricity. And here's a number that should make you stop scrolling. India consumed approximately 1700 billion units of electricity last year, and by 2035 that number could potentially double. Why? Because everything is becoming electric. Cars, buses, factories, data centers, AI, air conditioning, hydrogen production, and everything. The question is not whether electricity demand will grow. The question is who will make the money, and the answer may surprise you. Because it may not be solar, it may not be wind, it may not be even EVs. The biggest winners could be hiding inside the system nobody sees. India's energy transition, an opportunity estimated at nearly rupees 80 lakh crore. And here's the shocking part. Most people think the money will be made from solar panels and electric vehicles. They are wrong. The real money may be hidden else somewhere. Let's find out where. India is attempting one of the largest energy transformations in human history. By 2030, India aims to reach 500 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel electricity capacity. Think about that. That's equivalent to building an entire new energy system in less than a decade. At the same time, EV adoption is accelerating. Green hydrogen is being pushed aggressively. Battery storage is emerging. Power markets are evolving. AI is entering the electricity sector. The numbers are staggering. The National Green Hydrogen Mission alone targets 5 million tons of annual green hydrogen production by 2030. This isn't just an environmental story, it's an infrastructure story, an investment story, and a business model story. Ask people about the energy transition. Most will say solar, wind, electric vehicles, and yes, there is money there. But those sectors are becoming increasingly competitive. Margins shrink. Technology becomes commoditized. Competition intensifies. The history teaches us something interesting. During the California gold rush, most gold miners didn't become rich. The people who sold picks, shovels, and infrastructure did. The same thing may happen in energy. The next generation of winners may come from four hidden layers. Layer 1, energy storage. Imagine owning a battery that buys power at rupees 2 and sells at rupees 10. That's not a fantasy. That's a business modeling. That's energy arbitrage. Battery energy storage systems, or BESS, are becoming the backbone of renewable integration. India has already tendered tens of gigawatt hours of storage projects, although only a fraction has reached operation, showing how massive the market still is. The future isn't just generating electricity, it's storing it intelligently. Think of the electricity grid as India's largest machine. Every second, every minute, every day, it must say perfectly balanced. One mistake and millions could lose power. I will give an example of a case study of a Southeast Australia battery. In 2017, many experts said grid scale batteries would never make economic sense. Then came the Hornsdale Power Reserve in Australia, built with Tesla batteries. It reduced grid stabilization costs dramatically and responded to frequency events in milliseconds. The result, the battery became one of the most famous energy assets in the world. Today, India is moving in the same direction. Coming to the second layer, ancillary services. Most people don't even know this market exists. Every second, the grid must maintain balance. Supply equals demand. If frequency fluctuates too much, blackouts can occur. That's where ancillary services come in. Fast response batteries, flexible power plants, demand response, grid balancing services. Think of ancillary markets as the air traffic control system of electricity. As renewable penetration increases, the value of flexibility rises dramatically. Layer 3, AI powered grid optimization. This may be the biggest surprise. The future energy company may look more like a software company. AI can predict demand, solar generation, wind generation, electricity prices, grid congestion. Imagine two companies with identical assets. One uses AI, the other doesn't. The AI enabled company buys cheaper power, sells at better times, optimizes the storage, reduces outages, improves margins, same assets, different intelligence. That's the power of the intelligence layer. Google used DeepMind AI to optimize the cooling systems in data centers. The result? Energy consumption for cooling reduced by roughly 30%. Same infrastructure, better intelligence, more profit. That's the future of the energy. India's power exchanges now trade billions of units of electricity every year. Power is no longer just generated, it's traded, optimized, forecasted, arbitraged, monetized. The fourth layer, green hydrogen economics. Everyone talks about green hydrogen. Very few discuss the economics. Producing hydrogen is easy. Producing green hydrogen profitably, that's the question. That's the trillion rupee challenge. Whoever cracks that equation could become the Reliance or Infosys of the green hydrogen era. India targets 5 million tons annually under the National Green Hydrogen Mission. Government incentives exceed rupees 19,000 crores. But the real opportunity is not simply producing hydrogen. It's solving electrolyzer costs, renewable integration, logistics, export infrastructure. The companies that solve these economics problems could become giants. I would say a real case study. You know what is the Tesla's hidden business? Most people think Tesla is a car company, but Tesla Energy has become one of its fastest growing businesses. Its mega pack battery systems are helping utilities store electricity and stabilize grids worldwide. The lesson? The future value is not always in producing energy. It's often in optimizing energy. That shift is now beginning in India. I would say a second real case study, the green ammonia revolution. In 2026, India witnessed a major breakthrough. Long-term green ammonia contracts were signed at prices significantly lower than many global expectations. Prices were reported between approximately $572 and $744 per ton, much closer to conventional ammonia economics than many experts predicted. Why does this matter? Because green ammonia could transform fertilizers, shipping, energy exports. This is how entire new businesses are born. A third real case study, I would give an example. The building that became a power plant. Imagine a commercial building. Traditionally, it consumes electricity. Now imagine solar on the roof, battery storage in the basement, AI controlling HVAC systems, participation in demand response programs. Suddenly, the building becomes a revenue generating energy asset. This is the virtual power plant concept. Thousands of buildings acting together as one giant flexible power plant. Globally, this model is already growing rapidly. India could become one of the largest markets for it. Now, the risk nobody talks about. Not everything would be easy. India's energy transition faces real challenges: grid integration, storage economics, policy uncertainty, forecasting requirements, and the need for massive capital deployment. The winners won't simply build assets, they will build intelligence. Here's my prediction. By 2035, the most valuable energy companies in India may not be those that own the most generation. They may be those that control data, optimization, flexibility, storage, market intelligence. The first wealth transfer of the internet era created technology giants. The next wealth transfer may create energy intelligence giants. The companies that combine electricity, storage, data, AI, and market intelligence could define the next 20 years. By the time this opportunity becomes obvious, the biggest winners may already have been created. The question is, will you recognize the opportunity early or read about it after someone else builds the future? What do you think will create the most enterprise value by 2035? Generation capacity, battery storage, AI plus market optimization? Comment below. And if you are interested in energy transition, power markets, green hydrogen, BESS, EVs, and AI driven infrastructure, subscribe to Green Future X. Because the future isn't coming, it is already been built. Thank you.